tell me, what brings you out this afternoon?
Well, I'm Australian, so, considering that I'm Australian, I do like to support other Australians, so I'm certainly going to be rooting for some of the Aussie projects up here tonight, or today. It's like midday. But yeah, I mean, I always like celebrating other people and, congratulating people who are doing well, because it's always nice to, when people kind of, tell you that you're doing okay, and it's that extra incentive to keep doing what you're doing. So I try and play that part, because I'd like people to tell me the same thing, Praise is always good in this industry.
Absolutely. And with that said, why is the Australian Academy such a special organization?
I guess because Australians don't always get as much recognition as they would perhaps like to, particularly because there's a lot of American actors and actresses, and of course that means, given that there's more of them, there's obviously going to be more of them who are doing well and who are winning awards and who are very talented people. But it's always very nice to have some Aussies who come over and start doing well, and I can only hope to be one of them in the future. So I'm going to come and hopefully raise my karma level a bit. So it's really selfish intent, really. I want to come and give these people a good run, and then hopefully I can be one of them later.
Selfish intentions are still good intentions.
I mean, pretty much everyone's got selfish intentions here, right, at some point or another. But yeah, it's always good to come and support Australia. Just because I'm Australian, you got to be part of your country.
And with that said, how important is it to you to have a strong Aussie presence here in Los Angeles?
I think it has given me a little bit of an edge. I think without being Australian and because I do an American accent in films, I get that extra credit. You know what I mean? If I wasn't doing an American accent, I think my performances would be fairly average. So it does give me that little extra bit of credit, which is always nice. But that'll wear off soon because there's so many Australian people here now. So what are you gonna do?
And I know you have a big movie coming out, The Great Gatsby. Yeah. You've worked with some great American actors in the film, but are there any Australian actors that you would really love to work with in the future?
I would really like to work with Hugh Jackman. I mean, I've actually met him twice, I think. I'm not sure if he'd remember me, but I'd love to work with him on a set. I think he's fantastic. And there are a couple of others. I've met Sam Worthington. I've never worked with Sam Worthington. I don't know what he's doing at the moment. I think he just came off a film called Drift. I think that comes out later. But yeah, there's a couple of Aussies I'd like to work with. Mainly Hugh Jackman, I think. Just because I know him very well. He doesn't know me at all. So that's kind of creepy. But, yeah.
Maybe you'll get to meet him upstairs.
Maybe. Is he here tonight?